Hello, I'm Leanne. I'm a book artist from the beautiful Pacific Northwest, and right now I'm in the middle of a series sharing how you can take a normal dollar store notebook and turn it into something delightful like one of these books. You can make it as easy or complicated as you want. Go ahead and click the link above if you want to see how we did on part 1, how we took apart the notebook and prepped it and painted it. Part 2, you can click above for that. I show you how you can decorate your cover. You can see how this one was made, but you can make it as complicated or as simple as you would like. Not only are these great for yourself, but they're wonderful gifts. Part 3, this is where we're starting today. We're going to be working on the other covers. First thing I want to do is pull out the paper that I've been working with because I want to carry on that look. So I want to look at the back cover, determine what I want to use for the back cover, so then I have that paper put aside. Now what I'm going to be making is that inside pocket area. I want to use 2 different colors or types of paper. I decide on this one for the main one. Now you'll notice when I put it down, I don't have the paper going all the way down to the bottom. It does not need to go all the way down to the bottom because the pocket's going to be covering it, so it saves paper that way. So that fit perfectly, so I'm going to glue it up. And what you want to do is make sure you do get enough glue on the edges so that your paper doesn't kind of flip up as you're using your book. I like doing a little bit of string on my paper, but I also want to add just a little bit more detail. So these are just little scraps that I have left over still. I want to cut it down and I place it right on the top there. So play around with your scraps. See what little different things that you can do on your book. Really, just a little bit of paper can really make a fun little difference. So don't be scared to play around. To make your pocket, you just make a U shape on the 2 sides and on the bottom. And what I always like doing is tucking a piece of paper in the inside there. It just leaves that space so it's not too tight. So this is just a little paper lace. I distress it to make it a little bit more old and place that on. Now it becomes a little audition time again, trying some different things out to see what it looks like. This little pink piece of scrap I think goes well. It pulls that pink from the paper down a little bit more. Trying out a few more, then I decide I want to use this one. I love using old texts and scripts, so I don't know if you like that. Now I could have used something like that, but I decided I wanted to have more of a clean cut page. I could have made it more grungy, but I like the look of this. Oh, but see, I go back to it again. What you might notice is the difference between the 2 colorings. So the paper one that I have tucked in there right now, it's not so bright, and so it just goes more with the actual paper that I've used on my page. So you can see that it's just so bright. It just takes too much attention away with that. So I play around with my pieces. This is coffee dyed paper, specialty paper that I've made. And I like it going with the short one on the left and the taller one on the right. That's kind of a normal way for your eye to move across the page. It just felt good to me as you go to the center part. Auditioning the tops, these are little punches. They were originally a Stampin' Up punch. It's called the whale tail. Hard to find. It's like a $50 punch if you find it now. Great punch to have, but there's lots of different ways that you can do little tabs on the top right there. Now when I say it's called a whale tail, I think that's actually its nickname. I don't think they actually called it. So if you want to look it up, you're probably going to find something else. So I pick tabs right here that are the same, and then I want to see, well, you know, maybe I do want to go with something different, but I really decide that I like that one color right here. So once again, I like going back to the lined paper. Having another different type of paper in there, I think just creates a little bit more interest. Now, even as you look at my coffee dyed paper, both of those are a little bit different too. So they're not so different that it's distracting, but it's different enough so that it just creates a little bit more interest for the eye. So you can see I try again. You know, maybe I need to do a more variety, but I decide it just takes away too much, creates too much busyness for my eye. I want my eye to sit a little bit more comfortably on this page. Now, could I have done the other way? Absolutely. It could have been quite fun. So it just depends on the look that you're looking for. Don't be afraid to try different things in different ways because it really can turn out quite fabulous. So the little bit of text back there, I like the look that it gives. I tried this. This is actually a piece of fabric. So I decided I can't use a fabric, but I did have a little bit of this green paper, so I put that in there. Fussed a little bit more, played around with the different angles. It's interesting how different angles really impact how the eye moves. Now this is the back sheet. So I want the dark green like this in there. And so I'm going ahead and I am inking it up and putting it on. Now that's going to be the outside of my book. So, and I made this just like a 1/4 inch smaller on each side, and I'm doing the exact same thing on the part that's going to be in the inside of my book. It's about a 1/4 inch smaller on each side. So that completes part 3. Part 4, we're going to be putting the book back together and finishing it up. So I will see you soon, and I hope you have a happy crafting time. Until then, bye.